question. You have a background in the world of journalism, and specifically broadcast journalism. Can you talk a little bit about that background? And also the relationship of the media to what is occurring, what has failed, what has worked, any efforts that you have made to motivate the media to involve themselves in this, to cover this issue? Response. Yes, well, you and I are friends now, so you know that I was in broadcasting for 30 years. I worked for all three affiliated networks, ABC, NBC, CBS, in many of the larger markets, and I culminated my career as an anchor at CNN and Headline News. So the medicine part of me was kind of going along as my passion. And so I made my living and had my career as a broadcaster. And any free time I had was spent studying the medicine, because that was where my true heart lay. So I have over the years a lot of really good contacts in some pretty high places in the media. But I would imagine pretty much everybody watching this will know there has been dramatic changes in the media. Who owns the media? The quality of human now being attracted into the media. In other words, why are they there? When I started, it was mostly all printful, and they kind of had to tell us, come on, clean up your act. This is visual. But people were coming from the old school of journalistic, afflict the comfortable, and comfort the afflicted. And you are the watchdog, and you go for that story. And you never accept the official version, and on and on and on. Most of the media and information we get now is owned by only 3 companies. When they deregulated, the FCC deregulated, they allowed these huge, like AOL, Time Warner, to gobble up. So you've got these large entities controlling all the information, whether it's film, radio, okay.
Zero gravity, my station comes down an ancient energy of particle accelerated with antimatter terminated. All living beings on the radar. I introduce a new disease with ease and virus in the pureness of the sea. Now you're looking for the key to the cure. I see the face of you. Psychological benefits, they never listen to
didn't want to do that for years and years, and here I am because it's time to speak up, time to be doing things. And through joy and patience and power, suddenly here I am today.
Echt hoor, echt even wakker worden. Laatst een documentje gekeken over die Ishnit. Huh? Check the Ish uit. Unbelievable. And this is not national, not normal, is geen chemtrails, jongens. Het is echt erg.
That these tools really work, because that would be your next legitimate question. All good and fine, does it actually do something? And I'm going to show you that it does. And then I'm going to show you the work that we've been doing in Southern Africa in the last 10 years. And finally, I'm going to show you how to make your own, because I want you all to go out here and be able to make your own simple orgonite tools and start changing your environment. So this is the so-called orgonite cloudbuster. I've got one here. Maybe I'm going to put it on this side, so that it doesn't stand in the way. It's got copper pipes, approximately 6 feet or 1 meter 80. These copper pipes are going into the orgon matrix to about that much above the bottom. And each pipe has a double-pointed crystal in the bottom, embedded in the bottom, which serves as an energy amplifier or an energy conduct.
And boy, what do they want? Prince Philip pretty well speaks for these globalists when he says human population growth is the single most serious long-term threat to survival. If it isn't controlled voluntarily, it'll be controlled involuntarily by increasing disease, starvation, and war. And to show you how serious he is, he's also quoted as saying, in the event that I'm reincarnated, I'd like to return as a deadly virus in order to contribute something to solve overpopulation. Folks, they want you dead, and they're doing a good job of it. Look what they're doing. They're spraying you They are giving you bad vaccines and inoculations full of all kinds of stuff. They've got fluoride in the water, and they keep talking about increasing it, although we now know fluoride accumulates in your brain, calcifies it. All right. In fact, the primary ingredient, one of the biggest ingredients of Prozac, which is one of the most abused prescription drugs in America today, is sodium fluoride.
It's not so easy to document, because we are as we do these gifting expeditions, we are moving through the landscape. We're not just staying somewhere. We're moving through a landscape, and we put these things out, preferably at the cell phone towers, but also we use riverbeds and other places. And it's a dynamic experience. You would probably need a very artistic film cameraman to ever be able to really give an idea of that experience, because it's quite exciting. You can see here that was in the Karoo semi-desert in South Africa. Hazy sky, but the first cumulus cloud is already forming. So that is already the beginning of the energy transformation. You can see now in the next picture there are already two. It becomes more, but we are also moving, so we are going into still untransformed territory. We are leaving this behind as we move on, but you can see how the sky is transforming. So that's a sequence of maybe 2 hours and 150 kilometers of movement.
Adjustment of your body. It is a matter of thinking. It is the consciousness that is moving, with the physical being secondary to thinking. 70-90% of your physical ailments rise first as emotion, psychological kind of input.
It'll come back to you in ways you cannot imagine. Do that one thing for humanity.
Bedankt voor het kijken naar de video. Doe even een duimpje omhoog, laat even een reactie achter. Druk op dat belletje als je op de hoogte wil blijven. En if you want to support me, check even die link onder in de beschrijving. Peace.
Disclaimer. De vindingen die ik in deze video's uitleg en deel zijn persoonlijke ervaringen en of ervaringen van anderen. En zijn geen bewijs of garantie voor succes. En zijn door instituten niet erkende methodes. Mijn vindingen zijn geen adviezen, maar ervaringen waarin het denkproces met hetgeen ik deel onderbouwd en onder ogen voor de kijkers. Als doel de aidsverdrijf